Right, don't be buying these ones, they're local, much lower power rating, don't need them, not for this bilge pump. Use this one here, okay? It's a 12 volts 20 amp, although a 10 amp will certainly do. Get them off TMU for 12-13 pounds if you're good, if you search around. But the 10 amp ones certainly will more than sufficient for the bilge pump. Bilge pump, I've run these dry and it's still working. The bilge pump, the various setups there are rather scruffily done, they weren't tidying up. Certainly won't tidy up. They were £200 on Amazon to do a professional version. No need. The setup was costing less than 20 quid. So that is the bilge pump. I've let that run dry. Even when the timer wasn't set up properly, let it run dry for an hour. Still works perfectly well. Yeah, I think I just might need priming again now because I pulled this out, but anyway. Oh goodness, I'll have to get me black currants out. It's too late for them. Won't be firm. These are my melons. Needs a bit of weeding. No big deal. I'll have that done as soon as it dries up. The melons, I'm not sure whether to keep them horizontal. I think I will, or whether to use this metal and make them vertical. Too messy vertical, I think. I've not done them before, so any help would be appreciated. In your comments. For those who's perhaps wondering why I'm watering in the rain, it's because I don't get any rain in here, that's all. These are just 10 days old, these weeds, 10 days old. Yeah, you don't do that, no. They'll be cleared up completely in 15 minutes when I weed up. I've been meaning to do this for months and months. I've done it now anyway. It's not new. It's not new. Here we are, nearly probably 5 to 10 minutes away from that's emptied barrel. It can then run dry. I've not had a pump go yet, but I've tried to not been doing it more than a few months with this particular pump. And you can see there. Now when that comes out, you can see the water coming in. And these are the barrels, and the other barrels are up to 30-40 metres away. just coming from there to there. That one's going from the back. I don't want to bury them. You don't need to bury them pipes. Hose pipes. And the other one's going there. That's a little bit more full, but it's only been 10 minutes raining. A good downpour will fill them barrels in no time. 20 barrels, that is. And that's in real time. Go dry shortly. Now whether I should leave it to go dry and test it out, I don't mind losing it if it does damage. But I've let it run dry for an hour and it's worked this same pump. I paid £11 for the first ones I bought. I bought half a dozen, maybe 10 of them altogether. That noise is down to the dry pump. I'm not sure how long it will last if I leave it for an hour, but it doesn't overheat, or it doesn't overheat. I'm sure it'll mechanically won't do it much good, but it's going dry now. I won't let you, anyway, you just send word that I've let it run dry for an hour. And it still works. The worst that could happen is it'll burn out. Well, it won't burn out, the impellers will go. But it's just, the impellers are just pushing air and nothing else. It works, it's a true and tested copy of a more expensive pump. Just to remind you, I'll leave it running there. Just to remind things. This is the bilge pump. That's not the one. Not the picture rather. That's the original, yeah, that's the one. Last price I got £6-7 on TB, whatever it's called. This is an inverter that converts the 18 volts of the hang on a minute. The 18 volts of the DeWalt's 5 ampere hour, so that will last 2.5 to 3 hours, I would think, with that pump. Pump is about 1.5 to 2 amperes, probably maximum 3 amperes. I'll have to double check, but and it's certainly not more than 3 amperes. So that will give you at least 1.5 to 2 hours at least. This particular thing just plugs in to here. The DeWalt inverter changes from 18 volts to 12 volts. This inverter will actually, you can see there, yeah. I'm abusing that pump, but never mind. I've not put this particular one. I didn't need to, but what I've done is put a separate power supply for this one. Saves changing the battery every 2 hours. Don't need to though. But you don't have to do it, depends how you want to use it. Let me just turn it off. I have to get a switch for this. Right, previous electrician need a switch. Okay, you can hear that. Hang on, off, yeah. Right, so I've just powered it up. Can't remember, I put a cable, there we are, there's our cable. Coming around to here, just 12 volts, across the battery, no fuse, should have a fuse in, but never mind, I've not put a fuse in. And that's that saves me replacing the battery, because we've got our setup here. But to be using these are incredible for emptying a barrel in no time. The gush of water when that starts gushing out is unbelievable. Yeah.